And second batter up for Hobbs, Sanaya Jackson with a 1-2 count on her. And she flinches but doesn't offer a good eye as she lets that one go high for ball 2. And hits that, I think, protecting the plate a little inside, and she fouls it off toward the Hobbs dugout off to the left. 2-2 count remains. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th inning, Hobbs trailing 3-0 in the first of a district doubleheader here in Carlsbad. Ooh, and that's a call strike on the outside corner. Oh boy, the ump has been calling the corners. Not very many, too many left-handed batters in this one. Jackson's the only left-handed batter, I believe, for Hobbs. And at least among the starting lineup, and I think we've got one for Carlsbad. So the ump not really getting a chance to see that outside corner pitch to for left-handed batters. And that one was a call strike. Jackson going down looking for out number 2. And strikeout number 6 for Katrina Ortega. That brings up Marina Valenzuela, and that is going to miss low. So 2-0 count on Valenzuela. Hobbs trying to get a little 2-out rally going, trailing by 3. And this is the top of the 4th inning. So at this point, tick-tock, tick-tock. And that's going to hit her. It looks like it's going to hit her. Looks like she started to swing. It was a check swing, but I think it hit her elbow on the check swing. So a hit by pitch has Marina Valenzuela on first base with 2 outs. And a swing and a foul on a pitch over the outside corner to even up the count. 1-1 on Ralston. Let me get back to the score bug. I've been texting and my phone is doing double duty. Texting, got the lineups on it, the photos of the lineups, and of course it's running Boxcast, running the scoreboard. Told we have audio and video just fine. And here we are, top of the 4th inning, 2 outs. A little chopper headed over to second base. Reyes comes up on it, tosses it over to Medrano to get the lead runner out for the 3rd out. Ralston reaching on the fielder's choice, but Valenzuela being put out at second for the 3rd out. 4-6 in the books. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We will be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball as the Lady Eagles are trailing 3-0. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Carlsbad coming to the plate, and we'll have more Lady Eagle softball on the way.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning. NMJC.
At nmjc.edu.
Welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. Carlsbad Cave Girls coming up 5, 6, 7. Due up in the order. That is Martinez. First pitch is going to miss outside for ball 1-0 on Amaris Martinez. She was hit by a pitch and crossed the plate. She scored her only other plate appearance. This is her second time up and hits that one. It was coming inside. I thought she was going to jump back and move out of the way. Instead, she swung at it, fouled it off for strike one. Martinez at the plate, Rentner on deck, and Reyes in the hole. Swing and fouled off out of play for strike number 2. That was a good pitch by Jackson, hitting the outside corner. Martinez hitting it a little late and with the end of her bat. 1-2 count. And that is going to miss as Martinez leaned way over on it, but did not offer. So 2-2 the count. And that's fouled off out as well, off to the right. So Martinez with 2 strikes on her, hanging tough at the plate, and Jackson in the circle for Hobbs, also hanging tough in the circle. 2-2. A swing and a pop. It's trouble as nobody gets to it, and that's going to put Martinez in for a double, a little bloop pop behind first base. Abby Zambrano was going for it. Mariah came in from right field. Garcia also, everybody angling for it, but nobody clearly called for it or called everybody off, and it dropped in. Can't write it down as an error. Nobody got a glove on it, but kind of a mental mistake by Hobbs. And now no outs and Martinez on second. So technically, if she reaches on the infield on the single, really just behind first base, could be a shallow outfield or could be an extension of the infield there behind first base. Probably shallow right, and a swing and a foul back to the screen for Rentner. So count remains 1-2 on her. No outs, a runner at second. Rentner at the plate, Reyes on deck, and Madrid in the hole. Rentner grounded out. She had a sacrifice. It was a sac bunt in her only other at bat. Jackson varying the speeds against Rentner. Knows she's a tough out and keeping her a little off balance. Rentner with a lot of fouls. Jackson varying her speeds, varying the pitches, but has not been able to get her completely out. A nice play by Abby Zambrano at second. It kind of looked like a pop, but it actually hit the ground first. A throw over to first. But the runner stays put at the runner goes to third on that and then stays put at third. So Rentner with a little sack pop. 4-3 in the books for 1 out. 1 out, but a runner on third. Shows bunt coming in. Valenzuela picks it up, throws, makes the out. Then Garcia throws to home plate, and the runner is going to say the runner is safe. The runner ran into Ralston, and Ralston had the ball in her glove, but they're not going to call. They're going to say it was a clean play. I think Coach Anthony Boyle is going to come out and challenge that and say that runner interference, that Ralston had it in her glove in place to tag her out, and that the runner ran into Ralston. That's what Boyle is going to argue, and the umps are not going to go for it. I see Carlsbad's coach coming over to hear the decision on that. So the run stands. So now it is 4-0 in favor of Carlsbad, and Reyes at the plate with 1 out. And, oh, that is Madrid, my bad. That is an 0-1 count on Madrid. It was Reyes who was thrown out at first. So 2 outs, nobody on, but a run scored. Carlsbad happily trading an out for a run there. And a chopper headed to Fuentes at short. She fields it, fires to Garcia, who stretched and held on to it. Held on to it until after the runner had touched the base and then fell forward. So the out stands. That was 6-3 in the books. Fuentes over to Ali Garcia at first. And Carlsbad's coach is going to appeal that. The umps are talking about it. And they're going to say, her foot remained contact with the bag through the out, and then after the runner passed and she was out, that's when Garcia fell forward and lost contact. So the call stands, out number 3, but not before Carlsbad plates a run. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Carlsbad leading 4-0. Hobbs has got to start their comeback if they're going to mount it. Got to start now. First of a district doubleheader, and we'll be back to the Cave City for more Hobbs Lady Eagles softball on the way.
Oh, yes! Strike! Good times, baby! Happen. Find them on Facebook or Google Bel Air Bowl. They're located behind the Bel Air Shopping Center, where we roll at Bel Air Bowl.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
A swing and a foul out of play on the first pitch that Mariah Jimenez sees. It's 8-9-1 due up for Hobbs here in the top of the 5th inning. Jimenez, Zambrano, that's Abby Zambrano, and then top of the order, Rangel. And Hobbs trailing by 4, got to get some runners on and move them around and in. That misses low and outside for ball number 1, so 1-1 count. Hobbs got to have some offensive production so far. They have 1 hit and through 4 at-bats. Here we are, top of the 5th. Through 4 at-bats, Hobbs with 1 hit, and it was a bunt single. 6 strikeouts by Katrina Ortega in the circle. Let me double-check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. A swing, and there's a hit. A solid one, just right by second base. No way for Reyes to get to it. And stopped by the outfield and thrown in. So this is a good time for Hobbs bats to wake up. The little offensive production. Of course, Carlsbad, if they start hitting very much, Carlsbad may switch pitchers on them. So Jimenez on with a single. No outs, and that brings up Abby Zambrano to the plate. Abby had a pop out to the third baseman her last time up. This is her second plate appearance. No outs, a runner on first. A 1-0 count, And that runs high, a little fastball riser. So 2-0 count on Abby Zambrano. Runner at first after a solid single. Nice hot grounder by Jimenez. Swing, and that could fall in. It is trouble. Little Texas leaguer coming in on it. Palma to make the grab, but not in time, as that will be back-to-back singles, putting Hobbs in business. Brings up top of the order, Saul Rangel to the plate. Runners at first and second now. Rangel reached on batter she was called out on batter interference her last time up. She walked and got stranded her first time up. It's her third time to the plate, but she's over and due. Runners at first and second, no outs. Hobbs trailing by 4, and that is a strike. A fastball in the inside corner. Really more toward the center of the plate, I think. Inside to center. 0-1 count, no outs, 2 on. A swing and a miss as Katrina Ortega bringing the heat with strikeout number 7. That was a seventh strikeout as Rangel goes down swinging. Just 1 out, though. Hobbs has some outs to work with here. A high fly ball headed out to center. Palma comes underneath it, makes the grab, and then makes a heck of a throw right to third base. And the runners stay put. Palma with a good arm out there. Chester at third, losing the handle on it. It was a good throw on target. Don't know if that runner, had she gone, if she had been able to slide in safely or not. But the runners stay put at first and second, now 2 outs. And the first pitch comes in, it is a ball. So Fuentes at the plate, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Hobbs with 2 singles. They don't want to waste those runners and waste those singles. They need to bring them in and around. That is going to miss inside for ball 2 on Fuentes. Fuentes had a long fly out to center field her last time up. She got good contact with the ball. Popped out her first time. She's 0 for 2 and due. Hobbs needs to bring those runners in, and that is going to be a call. Strike the knees. So 2-1. And that misses high as Kendra Ortega comes up out of the crouch to get that one. Otherwise could have moved runners around. There's not a lot of room behind home plate and the backstop. So your ricochet runners have to remember the ricochet factor, the bounce back factor on any pass ball or wild pitch. Catcher could still have time for a throw. Count full now. And a swing and a little chopper headed to shortstop. Uh-oh, there's interference as the runner collided with the shortstop, and they're going to call runner interference. And out, ouch. So there's going to be an appeal on that. Anthony Boyle asking, hey, listen, my runner had as much right to the base path as the player did. And the ump apparently turning his back, walking away. Anthony is appealing. This is a 3-ump crew for these 2 games. And with the importance of these games, I'm glad they have 3 umps here, which means the home plate ump is the chief ump, but he has 2 others out in the field with eyeballs and perspectives And Coach Boyle is arguing that his runner was headed for third and that the player stepped in her base path, in her running path. But the umpires are saying nope. And that is the third out. So runner interference, again, second call on that, ends Hobbs' threat. They put 2 on, but no runs on 2 hits, no errors. And technically, the batter reaches on the fielder's choice. And the runner interference call acts like a putout at third base. So Fuentes reaches on the fielder's choice, but the putout is like it's like the ball was thrown to third and Jimenez called out on runner interference. Is how I'm scoring that in the book. So 4-0 still your score, and Cave Girls coming up to the plate. 9-1-2 due. Little chin music there. Knocking 15, Serenity Medrano back in the box a bit. 2-0 is the count. Hobbs a little frustrated at this point. 3-0. Jackson got to shake it off and just try to throw strikes, get the batter, or let the batter put it into play. Finds the zone on a beautiful pitch across the inside corner, a medium speed pitch, and a call, strike 1. So 3-1 counts after Medrano. It's back up to the top of the order. Call, strike 2. So full count as Palma awaits on deck. Ortega in the hole. 4-0 your score. Cave Girls leading and misses low and outside, and Medrano works the walk. Takes first base. So bottom of the 5th inning, no outs. Top of the lineup now. Palma with Katrina Ortega on deck and Chester in the hole. That's going to run low and inside for ball 1. It's easy to say, hard to do, to just shake off issues and problems and frustrations and calls. That one looked pretty good, but it must have floated a little high for ball 2. 2-0 count. Runner on first. By the way, that was the first walk issued, I believe. A little pop to Fuentes. Catches that, threatens to throw, but Medrano stays put on first. So a pop out to position 6 in the books for out number 1. And number 2, Katrina Ortega, your pitcher, to the plate. She had a fly out to center fielder last time up, struck out her first time. So she's 0 for 2. First pitch is in, and it's a ball. We'll pop in the glove, though, as you can hear and see Jackson's frustration at this point. Swing and a chopper over to Valenzuela at third, and Hobbs really wanted to try to turn that double play, but instead everybody's safe. Valenzuela, Zambrano was just getting to second base, and the throw came in, and she just could not hang on to that, fell forward on her knees. I'm glad she's not hurt. And there will be a courtesy runner, as that's number 10. Nieto will run. So have to write that as an E4 because it did hit her glove and then popped out. So Ortega reaches, and Medrano is on second, but Ortega, of course, will have Nieto, the courtesy runner. No outs, runners at first and second here in this bottom of the 5th inning. Carlsbad leading 5-0, and Ralston going to call timeout, go have a quick word with Jackson in the circle. And while they confer, the batter, Chester, has a word with Hobbs, with the Carlsbad head coach, Santo, over there in the third base box. So 1-0 count on Chester. Chester hit a single and got stranded, or was part of a double play. Got put out as part of a Hobbs double play her last time up. But she did have a single, so and then she was put out her first time, so she's 1 for 2. That's a good pitch. I guess it was a little outside. Looked like it hit the corner, but I guess it was maybe a little high, a little outside. So 2-1 count now on Chester. Swing and a foul back to the screen for strike 2. 2-2 count. No outs, runners at first and second. There's a grounder to Abby Zambrano, and she flips over to second base to get the out, then no time to try to turn the double. So Ortega, well, Nieto actually, thrown out at second on aces. Four to 6 for out number 2. So 2 outs now. Chester reaches on the fielder's choice. Runners at the corners for Carlsbad, and that brings up Addie Vallejos, the designated player, to the plate. Designated batter. Number 7. 2-0 count. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runners at the corners. Hobbs needing to get the third out without giving up any runs. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch on the outside corner. Vallejos. 2-1 count now. And that's going to be just a little outside for ball 3. 3-1 count now. Jackson trying to hit that corner. Didn't miss by much, but 3-1 is the count. Swing and a high pop. It's headed. Ralston calls for it and makes the grab. So a pop out to the catcher, position 2 for out number 3. Carlsbad threatens but doesn't bring anybody across. So no runs on no hits. The fielder's choice is not a hit. One error and 2 left on base. We will go to the top of the 6th inning. Hobbs trailing 4-0, and we'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball coming up on the way.
For all your grocery specials, shop Thriftway and La Tienda in Hobbs. The best deals in fresh produce, fresh meat, and vegetables, frozen and dairy, health and beauty, and so much more. With the friendliest and most knowledgeable staff, Thriftway and La Tienda. For all your grocery specials, come on down to La Tienda, 400 East Marland, and Thriftway, 1317 North Turner in Hobbs. Best of luck, Eagles, from all of your friends at Thriftway and La Tienda grocery stores.
The Coffee House offers a revitalizing menu of coffee, tea, and specialty drinks, just the way you like it. Enjoy your favorite drink with a whole latte love at the Coffee House. The Coffee House, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. Coffee House is locally owned and operated and is dedicated to fostering a sense of community in Lee County and in the surrounding areas. The Coffee House, 1103 North Grimes.
6, 7, and 8 due up for Hobbs here. They're running out of time. A high fly ball headed out to deep center. Headed out, and it hits the fence and bounces back in. That is Palma out there who fields that. And Ali Garcia slides in safely to third. It's 4-5-6 due up. 4-5-6. For Hobbs with Garcia and a leadoff triple. So Hobbs in business with no outs and a runner at third, and that brings up number 10, Sanaya Jackson, and she swings at that pitch. An inside pitch for her, hits it close to her hands, fouls it off for strike 1. 0-1 count. Jackson is real aggressive at the plate. She tends to not take pitchers very deep. She did strike out her previous 2 times up, and that's unusual for her. And that's going to stay high and outside. Ball, I don't know if that was intended as a changeup, but it looked like it kind of got hung up in Katrina Ortega's hand just a little bit. So 1-1 count. Runner at third for Hobbs. And that misses as well. That one looked like it hit Ortega's hip. 2-1. No outs, a runner on third. Jackson at the plate. Hobbs down by 4. And there's a chopper that's headed over to shortstop, and it'll be a throw out, but it will score a run. So Sanaya Jackson thrown out 6-3 in the books for out number 1, but Garcia scores, and Hobbs is on the board 4-1. So Hobbs trades an out. Wasn't designed that way, but they end up trading an out for a run. Jackson with the sack. There's a hit as diving for it, but not able to get that. Medrano just misses a sharply hit ball up the middle. Has Valenzuela on first. So Hobbs bats waking up here. 1 run across, 1 on, 1 out, and Addie Ralston to the plate. Reached on a fielder's choice and struck out. So she's 0 for and due. And that's gonna, oh no, that's gonna be a double play, as that was a line drive shot over to Reyes. And Reyes caught it and then flipped it over to first and caught Valenzuela off the bag. So Carlsbad turns their own double play, heads up fielding, as Hobbs threatens and then gets robbed, but not before they do put 1 run across. Before the double play, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll be back. Top of the bottom of the 6th inning, that is, coming your way, and more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball coming up.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jow, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. A neatly turned double play robs Hobbs of a lot of momentum as they started off. They had a run across. They had a triple by Ali Garcia, that is, and a single by Valenzuela. Looked like they were poised for a breakout, maybe comeback run in that top of the inning, but it was all shut down by that double play. A line out to the second baseman and then a throw over to first. And Hobbs, just like that, back out in the field. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now it is 6-7-8 due up for Carlsbad. 4-1 your score here. Bottom of the 6th. First pitch is going to be a strike. Second pitch, sharply hit down the third base line, just out of the glove of Valenzuela, but Rangel comes up on it, makes the throw in, and will hold Rentner to a single, or hold to Martinez to a single, rather. A sharply hit ball down that third base line. And Rentner to the plate. No outs, a runner on first. Reyes on deck, Madrid in the hole. Bunt, but it goes foul. For strike number 1. So a leadoff single. And then a bunt attempt. Let's see if she shows bunt again. Nope. Hitting away now, and that just misses. A throw down by Ralston to Garcia to keep Martinez at first. So 1-2 your count now. And that misses. Ball 2. So count is even at 2-2. No outs. Runner at first. Reyes on deck. Madrid in the hole. Carlsbad leading 4-1. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch on the outside corner by Jackson. And that is, I believe, strikeout number 2 for her. As Rittner goes down swinging for out number 1. Reyes to the plate. Madrid in the hole, or Madrid on deck, and Medrano in the hole now. 0-1 count on Reyes. Grounded out to the pitcher. Had an RBI single and scored, so she's 1 for 2. Fouled out of play off to the right for strike 2. 1 out, a runner at first. Hobbs needing to hold Carlsbad because they have one more chance to try to even things up or go ahead. They've got 3 runs they've got to get at the least. So they need to keep Carlsbad from getting any more right here. Could be trouble as coming over. Oh, a highlight reel catch as Jimenez gets that at the end, just in the webbing at the end of her glove and hangs on to it as she dives and falls. Wow. As even she was surprised that she caught it and that it stayed in her glove. Definitely a fly out to center field, position 8 for out number 2. And the runner stayed at first. That brings up Ali Madrid to the plate. 0-1 count. A lot of pop in the glove there by Jackson as Hobbs, knowing that time is running out. They need to hold Carlsbad here. A foul off toward the Carlsbad dugout for strike number 2. Madrid grounded out to the shortstop her last time up. Had an RBI single and scored her first time up. So 1 for 2, third plate appearance. And that stays high for ball 1. Jackson with some balls to give here. Looking to see if Madrid might chase. She does not offer. 1-2 the count. Swing and a high pop going out to center field. Oh, Jimenez is a ground rule double. Yeah, it bounced over the fence, ground rule double, and that will score. Nope, she'll have to go back to third because she was at first base. So a ground rule double will put Madrid on first. And, yep. So Martinez is at third, and Madrid is at second. Still 2 outs. Jimenez just didn't get a good jump on that. And then she slipped out there in the outfield and could not get to the ball in time. No error. She did not get a glove on the ball. And, of course, it bounced over the fence anyway. That's going to score 1 as that's a hot grounder out to right field. It's going to score 2. And the runner is going to go to second on that throw, which gets past Ralston. So 2 more in for Carlsbad. Martinez scores. Madrid scores. And Medrano on second. That was really a single for Medrano, and she went to second on the throw. Brings up top of the lineup again for Carlsbad. Runner at second. And Palma to the plate. That is, I thought that hit the outside corner, but that's going to be a little high. I think it did hit the corner, but I think it was a little high. Palma with the ball. So 2-0 the count. High fly ball. It's headed out of play. Left side of the field giving chase, but no chance at that. So 2-1 your count now. 2 outs. Runner at second. So with 2 outs, Carlsbad scored 2 more. There's a pop. Is there room to catch it? Valenzuela gives chase, but can't get to it. I think it hit the, I can't really see from here. It either hit the dugout, hit the top of the dugout or the front. So good hustle by Valenzuela, but no chance to get that. It does even up the count 2-2 though. So we're back to the top of the lineup. Palma, if she finds a way on, Ortega's on deck, Chester's in the hole, and that's going to go straight up the middle. Jimenez comes in on it, makes the stop. The runner holds up at third. So Palma with a single. Runners at the corners now for Carlsbad. Still 2 outs, and Katrina Ortega, the pitcher, to the plate. Bottom of the 6th inning. 6-1 is your score now. Swing and a miss for strike one. 0-1 count. And that's going to be a call strike on the outside corner. 0-2. And just as we were a couple of batters ago, Hobbs a strike away from getting out of the inning, and she does this time. Strike out, swing and a miss, and Ortega goes down swinging for the 3rd out, but not before Carlsbad plates 2 runs and increases their lead 6-1. We'll be back, top of the 7th inning. Hobbs' last chance to tie it up or move ahead coming up, along with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on the way.
Listen up. You asked for it, you got it. Introducing all-in pricing from TDS. Get ultra-powerful 1 gig internet for just $49.99 a month for 2 years. No gimmicks, no gotchas. Plus, no contract, free installation, and a powerful Wi-Fi router included. All in? Oh yeah. Visit hellotds.com today. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
When you want the job done right, trust the professionals at DNC Electric for all your electrician's needs. DNC Electric does oil well installations, battery installations, power lines, automation electric motor repairs, transformer repair, and so much more. When you want a reliable, dependable electrician for all your commercial and industrial services, call DNC Electric 492-0044, 575-492-0044. DNC Electric, 1444 West Broadway.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle softball. 2 runs by Carlsbad on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. And 2 left on base. Top of the 7th inning. Hobbs last at bat. Last opportunity. They've got to come up with 5 runs to tie it. 6 to go ahead. And it is 8-9-1 due up. First pitch fouled off for strike 1 on Mariah Jimenez, center fielder. And that runs inside for ball 1. 1-1 count. Jimenez had a single last time up, but got called out for runner interference, and there's a high pop fly, and calling for it was a second baseman as Reyes comes over and catches it right in front of the fence. Not too far away from the Carlsbad dugout, so a foul pop out, number 1. And that brings up Abby Zambrano, a high fly ball headed out to center field on the first pitch that Abby saw. So a fly out to center field for out number 2, and now Hobbs down to their last out. Trying to come back against an always tough opponent, Carlsbad. Hobbs coming into this one needing to at least win one of these games in the doubleheader, and they win district. Swing and a miss on Saul Rangel. So an 0-1 count. Top of the 7th. That stays high for ball number 1. 1-1 count. If she can find her way on, Mariah Zambrano on deck and Fuentes in the hole. And that misses outside for ball 2. Hobbs with 5 hits in this game so far. 1 run across. And that's going to be a call strike on the outside corner. So 2-2 the count. Hobbs down to their final strike to try to make some magic happen. And 2-out rally to try to come back. They're down 6-1 in this first of a district doubleheader, and that misses low and outside as Rangel crouches. Does not offer, and they can't run to count full now. Full count. Rangel was put out twice, one, and she fouls that one off, spoils it to stay alive. Count remains full. Rangel walked and got stranded her first time up, got called for batter interference her second time to the plate, put out her third. This is her 4th plate appearance. And that hits her as she crouches, but that gets her. I couldn't tell if it got her in the shoulder or in the helmet, but it couldn't have felt good. Looked like it got her in the helmet. Yeah. So they're going to just make sure that she's okay down there. So hit by pitch, Rangel on first, 2 outs. And Mariah Zambrano up to the plate. She had a long fly ball out to center fielder last time up, but it was caught. She walked and got stranded and struck out. 4th plate appearance for her as well. Swing and a miss as she just a little too anxious, feeling all that pressure on her shoulders to try to come up with a hit. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And a swing and a little pop out to the second baseman. Reyes easily handles that one. So a pop out to position 4 for out number 3, and that does it as Hobbs falls to Carlsbad in the first of a district doubleheader. 6-1, your final score. We'll be back to wrap things up and then have a break. And then the second game coming up. But we'll have more Lady Eagle softball on the way here in just a couple of minutes.
News, Master Plumbers is thanking their customers. Right now, you can have your drain cleared for $39, and you pick the drain. You better hurry. This drain clearing promotion won't last long, plus free camera inspection. Drain clogged? No problem. Call the Master, 397-9385. Reminder, Master Plumbers will meet or beat any competitor's plumbing price.
Master Plumbers, call the Master.
Attention mechanics, NMR Pipeline is hiring now. If you know your way around heavy equipment and you have your own tools, NMR Pipeline wants to talk to you. NMR is offering top pay based on experience and solid benefits, medical, dental, and vision. NMR Pipeline isn't looking for trainees. They're hiring real mechanics ready to turn wrenches and get the job done right. Apply now at 300 South Main in Eunice. NMR Pipeline, built on skills driven by hard work. NMR Pipeline is an equal opportunity employer. SunGuard Precision is all about your truck and your home and making both look and feel amazing. SunGuard uses Lumar Window Tint, the top name in the game. For your truck, that means a cooler cap, UV protection, and a sleek custom look that turns heads. For your home, it's all about comfort blocking heat. reducing glare and adding privacy without losing your view. SunGuard Precision brings style, protection, and performance on the road and at home. Call or look up SunGuard Precision in names and numbers. SunGuard Precision, your tinting pros.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning. NMJC.
At nmjc.edu.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. Putting a wrap on this first one, Carlsbad winning 6-1, taking Hobbs through the top of the 7th inning. And in this one, Carlsbad scored 6 runs on 9 hits. They commit no errors. They leave 5 on base. Hobbs scores 1 run on 5 hits. They commit 2 errors. They leave 6 on base. Ouch. Your winning pitcher is Katrina Ortega. She struck out 7, walked 2, and had 1 hit by pitch. Jackson, going the distance in the circle for Hobbs, had 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch. She takes the loss. Ortega gets the win. And Carlsbad now, I'm going to look at my, I made notes on the rosters that I brought. Carlsbad came into this one 13-11 overall, 8-2 in district. And with this, they improved to 9-2 in district, 14-11 overall. They were ranked 2nd in district coming into this, but now they have the identical score that Hobbs does. So Hobbs needs to win this second game to win the district. So 14-11, 9-2 now for Carlsbad. Hobbs came into this one 17-7 overall. So now they are 17-8. They were 9-1 in district. Now they are 9-2. So this next game, very important, and we'll have a break. And I know this is senior night, but I believe they are going to do their ceremony after the second game, not between these two games. Highlights from this, each team had a double play. Hobbs turned theirs in the, let's see, in the bottom of the 6th. And, no, Hobbs turned theirs in the bottom of the 3rd. And Carlsbad turned their double play in the top of the 6th. No home runs, no balls hit out of the park. There was a ground rule double that bounced. And for Hobbs, Ali Garcia had a triple. So Hobbs, just not enough offensive production. They got base runners on. They didn't move them around. They left too many on base, and they committed a couple of errors where Carlsbad had none. And I think that's going to be the case in game number 2. Whoever makes the fewest mistakes and got to have not just populating the bases, but bringing them in. So we'll see what happens in this second of the district doubleheader, and we'll be back. We'll take a break and come back with more Hobbs Lady Eagles softball on the way. Thanks for watching and listening on Hobbs Sports YouTube, Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and on Eagle 100.5 Facebook. I'm Dawn Morgan, back with the second game of this doubleheader in probably about 20 minutes or so, right here. All right, so I was wrong. I heard the talk, and I thought that they were going to do this ceremony after the second game, but they are doing the ceremony between the games. And Carlsbad showing Hobbs courtesy and honoring Hobbs seniors first, and then they will honor their own seniors with a ceremony. So they're asking for the Hobbs seniors to come out. Number 3, Mariah Jimenez, a senior. I'm not sure if she's she's close by. I think she's out of the dugout right now. There she comes. So senior night ceremony. Mariah accepting flowers. Number 4, Abby Zambrano, also graduating this year. She'll accept her senior flowers. Number 7, Anaya Rodriguez, also a senior. Hobbs just had their senior night last night between the two games that they hosted against Clovis last night. Allie Garcia. Hobbs is losing a lot of players. Addie Ralston, the catcher, also graduating. Sol Rangel playing left field and leadoff batter for Hobbs this season, also graduating. Number 14, Marina Valenzuela, that is. Marina Valenzuela graduating, playing third base for Hobbs most of the season, but also I think she has seen some time pitching in relief. And Cadence Navarez. Cadence is also graduating, one of the reserve players for Hobbs, seeing some time off the bench and substitute running and batting. And Anali Ornelas also graduating. A lot of seniors on this squad. Congratulations to those Lady Eagles, graduating in just about 1 month's time. And there's only one senior. Michaela Chester, third baseman for Carlsbad. The Cave Girls is the only senior on this squad. So Carlsbad's going to be returning a lot of talent to the team next season.
Junior Michaela Chester. Hobbs's? I'll give you Carlsbad's if you give me Hobbs.
And if I could get a picture of that real quick as well, if I could just take a picture. Thank you so much. Just a quick one. And I'll give it to you. Okay, here you go. Thank you. And then when she gets free, I'll get the other one. here we go. Back with Hobbs Lady Eagle softball. Second of a doubleheader. Hobbs lost the first one 6-1. And now very, very important. First batter up for Hobbs. A grounder over to Reyes at second, throwing over to first. So Saul Rangel, leadoff batter for Hobbs, thrown out 4-3 for out number one. This is a very important game. District season hangs in balance. Hobbs and Carlsbad have an identical record now. Hobbs 2 losses coming to Roswell High, and then the first of this doubleheader. Carlsbad's 2 losses to Hobbs when they played at home a couple of weeks ago, and Hobbs, that is, Hobbs home. So 9-2 for each of these teams. It comes down to this game. Hobbs with a better overall record. Swing and a miss as Katrina Ortega taking a healthy cut at that one. 0-1 count. 1 out, nobody on. Carlsbad not playing as many games as Carlsbad. Overall, now their record is 14-11 and 9-2 in district. And that's going to run inside for a ball. So 2-1 the count now on Mariah Zambrano out in right field again in this game. Identical lineups for this game as opposed to the first. That's going to run upstairs for ball 3. Hobbs in that first game did not get a hit until their third at bat. It was a bunt single, and they ended up with 5 hits in that game, but a couple of costly errors, and they left 6 on base. They had a couple of runner interference, or 1 batter interference call, 1 runner interference call in that game. And fouls that one off and out of play, count full on Mariah Zambrano. So not making excuses at all. In fact, Hobbs just not enough bats, but even when they did get hits and on base, they were not able to bring them around and in. And that's going to be a grounder over to third base. Picked up by Chester and fired over to first to Nieto. Nieto is playing first in this game for Carlsbad. So out number 2, 5-3 in the books. Chester, the only graduating senior on this team for Carlsbad this season. Number 5, Jackie Fuentes, hits the first ball she sees, and it is a hit. A nice hot grounder between short and third base. And she's on. Fuentes with a single as Katrina Ortega, starting pitcher in this game, was the winning pitcher in the first. And Ortega had 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 hit batter. First pitch is in. It's a ball. So Allison Garcia, your first baseman for Hobbs to the plate. 2 outs, 1 on. Again, Hobbs left too many on base in that first game. Going to have to clean that up. And a soft hit over to second base, picked up and tossed over by Reyes to the shortstop, to Medrano. So out number 3, 4-6 in the books as they get the lead runner, Fuentes, out at second. Allison Garcia reaches on a fielder's choice and is left on base. So 4 up, 3 down, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We're going to go to the bottom of the first inning, and Carlsbad coming up to the bat. No score in this one so far. Hobbs would like to keep it that way. It's a must-win situation for them, although it looks like both teams will see post-season play and make the playoffs, certainly. Bottom of the first inning coming up. More Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on the way.
Did you know that Lee County State Bank drive-up lanes are open late? Interactive tellers give you convenient, extended drive-through hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Lee County State Bank ITMs feature a screen which connects you to a live teller inside the bank to assist you with your banking transactions. No need to rush to the bank with Lee County State Bank's extended ITM drive-through lanes conveniently located near you in Lovington, Hobbs, and Eunice. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle Softball. I have just discovered that on the box cast that the home and away are set up, they're opposite. Hobbs is supposed to be the away team, and all it says when I input the data is runs away and runs home. Carlsbad is the home team, but it's mixed. It's set up wrong. It's set up just backwards. So it may have indicated in that first game I reset and did not see that. I reset and didn't know that it was showing 6-1 Hobbs winning, but they lost 6-1 because it's set up backwards. Hobbs is the away team, but they're when you input the data as away, it pops up as home team. So it's just backwards. So I'll have to input it backwards so it shows up correctly in this game. 0-0 is your score. First batter up, Allison Madrid. And that may drop in for a single. It does. A little Texas leaguer as Mariah Zambana runs up on it, gets a glove on it, but coming behind her, Jimenez to pick it up and throw it in. So good outfield basics out there. Jimenez with the backup, and Madrid's on with a single. A lead-off single has Madrid on first. A swing and a foul back on the first pitch she sees. Bottom of the first inning, no outs. Lead batter on first with a single. 0-1 count on Madrid. Chester on deck now, Medrano in the hole. And that's going to miss outside for ball one. 1-1 count, no outs, runner on. And that is also going to miss outside for ball two. 2-1 count. Jackson pitched the first game. A swing and a little foul pop headed over to Garcia at first. She easily catches that. So a foul pop out to position 3 in the books. For out number 1. Now, number 6, Michaela Chester, the third baseman, to the plate. 1 out. And there's a shallow hit, and they're going to catch the lead runner. That's right. So the Madrid had to wait to see if she needed to tag up. It looked like it was going to be caught, but it was not. It was pretty far up for Jimenez to run up and get it, and a little far over for Abby Zambrano. So it ends up okay as they get the lead runner, Madrid, out at second. 8-4. You don't see that in the books very often. It may have been 8-6. 2 outs as Chester reaches on the fielder's choice. So a runner on first. Medrano at the bat with a 2-0 count. 2 outs. And 3-0. Wild pitch is going to move the runner over to second. 3-0 count on Medrano. Ortega on deck, Reyes in the hole. That hits the outside corner as Jackson hits the zone when she has to on a 3-0 count. Take sign was on. And that's going to miss outside for ball 4. So base runners at first and second now. 2 outs, and pitcher Katrina Ortega to the plate. And that's going to miss high for ball 1. As Ortega had 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a hit by pitch in that first game. A little pop out to Fuentes at short for out number 3. So Ortega pops out to position 6 for make sure that credit card is. Nope. Okay, not mine. All right, in the bottom of the first inning, there were no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. A foul. Sorry, for Hobbs.
Did you know that Lee County State Bank drive-up
ground
lanes are
out to
open
third
late?
base.
Interactive tellers give you convenient, extended drive-through hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Lee County State Bank ITMs feature a screen which connects you to a live teller inside the bank to assist you with your banking transactions. No need to rush to the bank with Lee County State Bank's extended ITM drive-through lanes conveniently located near you in Lovington, Hobbs, and Eunice. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. We go to the top of the second inning. Still scoreless in this one. There were no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base for Carlsbad, and they were at bat. Hobbs coming up to the plate again, and 5, 6, 7 due up. Sanaya Jackson reaches on an error. So no outs and a runner on first. Ralston to the plate. 2-0 count on her. Valenzuela on deck, Jimenez in the hole. Swing and a foul back to the screen for strike 1. 2-1 the count. Swing and a foul back out of play. Off to the right. Strike 2. 2-2 the count. 1 out. No outs. 1 on. No score in this one yet. Very important second game of a district doubleheader here in the Cave City. Ooh, that misses low for ball 3. So full count now. Jackson threatening on first, but does not run. And that, a call strike on the inside corner. Ralston moves back from it, expects an inside call and to take the walk, but gets sent down. So out number 1, strikeout number 1 for Katrina Ortega in this game. And an 0-1 count on Valenzuela. Top of the second, 1 out, 1 on. And that runs inside. A throw down to second, not in time. And Jackson will slide in safely, moving her into scoring position for Hobbs. And a 1-1 count on Valenzuela. Jimenez on deck, Zambrano in the hole. 1 out, runner on second, 1-1 count. Swing and a high fly ball out of play. So count will go to 1-2. Oh. I have to stand up for a few minutes here. Been leaning against a bar stool height chair. And you just need to stand up for a couple of minutes. So Valenzuela back in the box with a 1-2 count, or 2-2 count now. A grounder, takes a while to roll to short, and does she miss? I think she missed the tag and then loses the ball out of the glove, and Valenzuela is safe at first. Runner is safe as Valenzuela was reaching for, she was headed to first and kind of ducks the tag a little bit. And now is safe at first, and that is going to move Jackson over to third. So runners at the corners now. Mariah Jimenez up. 1 out. Shows bunt and goes to first, but the first baseman turns around and throws and then ends up getting the runner out at third as Jackson gets caught in a rundown and has to run back to third. And the throw from the first baseman is on target. So Jackson thrown out. 3-5. Don't see that. You don't write that down in the books very often for the second out. And Jimenez reaches on the fielder's choice. So runners at first and second as Valenzuela goes to second. 2 outs. Top of the lineup. Or no, that's Abby Zambrano. Abby Zambrano now. Up to the plate. And an 0-1 count. 1-1. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Lead runner was picked off. Got caught in a rundown. Trying to go for home on that bunt. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So little the bunt was intended to be a sack bunt and bring the runner home. Didn't work out that way. It's going to miss outside. So 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss as Zambrano goes down swinging. And that ends Hobbs' threat. They put runners on, but they don't bring them around. Shades and echoes of the first game for them. Still scoreless in this one. We'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball coming up.
For all your grocery specials, shop Thriftway and La Tienda in Hobbs. The best deals in fresh produce, fresh meat, and vegetables, frozen and dairy, health and beauty, and so much more. With the friendliest and most knowledgeable staff, Thriftway and La Tienda. For all your grocery specials, come on down to La Tienda, 400 East Marland, and Thriftway, 1317 North Turner in Hobbs. Best of luck, Eagles, from all of your friends at Thriftway and La Tienda grocery stores. For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube, Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5 Facebook. No runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on base. As we are still scoreless in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And it's 6-7-8. 6-7-8 due up for Hobbs. Due up for Carlsbad. I think I said Hobbs. Reyes, Smith, Nieto. Swing and a foul out of play. Off to the right for a 1-2 count now. On Reyes, your second baseman in the last game and this one for Carlsbad. No outs. That's going to miss. Ball 2. That's going to hit the outside corner. Call strike 3. And Reyes goes down looking. First strikeout for Jackson in this game. Out number 1. Addie Smith, designated player in this game for Carlsbad. Did not play in the first game. That is right down the pike. Call strike 1. So 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a foul off out of play to the right for strike 2. I'm sure glad I did not park over there where all of these foul balls seem to have been headed. Of course, I've been at this field and called a few games here, and I know better. But I still pulled in and started and saw all those open spaces. It started to park over there, and then I thought, nope, better not. 1-2 count. Again, another foul ball out of play off to the right. Count remains 1-2. 1 out and nobody on. Bottom of the 2nd inning. No score yet in this one. This is for all the district marbles here. Both teams have 9-2 district record coming into this one. And that's going to miss low and outside for ball 2. Smith at the bat, Nieto playing first base in this one on deck, and Palma in the hole. And that hits the inside corner. Call strike. The ball dropped, but Ralston throws it down to first. And back-to-back strikeouts for Jackson, both going down looking. Still strikeout. Nieto at the plate now. Did not play in the... Oh, actually, I think she came in as a substitute batter toward the end of the game in that first one. That misses outside, and Nieto doesn't chase. So ball 2. A swing and a foul down the first base line. Strike 1. Oh. Swing and a miss. Swung under it for strike 2. So 2-2 count now. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 2nd, lots of 2s here. Still no score on the board for either team, though. That misses outside for ball 3. Run the count full. Jackson does not want to lose this batter. Swing and a grounder over to Valenzuela. Picks it up, fires over to Garcia at first in time. 5-3 in the books for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. And we go to the top of the third inning, still scoreless. Hobbs coming to the bat, and we'll be back with more Lady Eagle softball coming up.
Just call us if it's a ride you like. We'll take you there and bring you back.
Hobbs Express provides bus service throughout Hobbs. The bus system operates Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays, 7 to 4. Hobbs Express has an immediate opening for a CDL bus driver, offering great pay and benefits. Apply online at hobbsnm.org or call 397-9230 for more information. When you need transportation anywhere around Hobbs, think of Hobbs Express. Hobbs Express, 397-9290.
Forest Tire is celebrating 80 years in business. There's always another task to tackle, but making your to-do list disappear generates a ton of wear and tear on your tires. Do more for more miles with the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire. Whether it's hauling your boat up to the lake or driving through the job site, Michelin designed a tire that's tough enough for anything. Stop in today for the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire and get back to task mastering. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle softball. District doubleheader in Carlsbad. Second of that doubleheader. Scoreless in this one so far. Top of the third inning. And it's the top of the order for Hobbs. 1, 2, 3, Rangel, Zambrano, Fuentes. And the first pitch is in, and it's low and inside for ball one. And that hits her. As Rangel, hit by pitch, will take first. And let's see. And each pitcher hit one batter in the first game, and it's the same pitchers. Katrina Ortega had one hit by pitch, and Jackson had one hit by pitch as well. That's going to bring up Mariah Zambrano. No outs, a runner on first. Zambrano shows bunt. The ball gets by Kendra Ortega. So Zambrano does her job, screens out the ball gets by the catcher, and the runner goes to second. She left her bat down a long time. I guess she pulled it up in time because I'm waiting to see if it was a strike, if it was a ball or a strike, because it looked like she left her bat down for a long time. But I think he called it a strike. I think you're right. A ground ball headed to third. The throw to first in time. But the runner on second does get to third. So Zambrano is out, but it acts like a sack. It was not a bunt. It was a hit to third. So 5-3 in the books for out number one. But it does get Rangel over to third. And Jackie Fuentes up to the plate. So one out, a runner at third. A swing and a miss. Had a pretty good pitch on the outside corner. Looked like it had a little rise to it. Fuentes just very anxious, a lot of pressure to try to bring that run in. And that's going to miss low and inside for ball one. 1-1 count, one out, a runner at third. Two and one is your count. And that misses high and outside. Kendra Ortega gets up out of the crouch to grab that one. 3-1 is your count. And that misses, I guess, just a little high. So Fuentes works the walk, and now runners at the corners for the Lady Eagles with one out. Number 9, Allison Garcia. Allie coming up. She reached on a fielder's choice and was stranded. Her first time up. This is her second plate appearance. And that's going to, Allie backed up, thought it was running inside. The ump said it caught the corner for call strike one. 0-1 count. 1 out. A runner at third for Hobbs. And a change, an off-speed pitch, trying to hit the inside corner again. That one running 2 inside and low. So 1-1 count now. And that misses high and outside for ball 2. So 2-1. Again, Hobbs threatening. And Fuentes going to second. No throw. Swing and a line drive shot makes it just by the glove of Medrano and will score 1. So a line drive single for Garcia, an RBI line drive single. And Garcia's first brings Rangel in, and Hobbs is on the board. 1-0. I have to put it in. I have to input the data backwards so that it reflects on the score bug that you see correctly, as I found out after having it look backwards on the score bug in that first hit. There's a slow dribbler and a mental error by Carlsbad. I can't charge that really as an error. The shortstop pulled out of position, and what I call a swinging bunt, because it was a swing away ball, but she just caught a piece of it and it dribbled out. It becomes an infield single for Sanea Jackson. So an infield single. And Hobbs, Fuentes able to score on that. So Hobbs is up 2-0 with just 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Ralston to the plate. Strikeout, her first time up. There's a grounder, a ground ball with eyes, going to find its way past Reyes and will score 1. The throw in not in time. And Jackson slides in, or actually Allison Garcia slides in, and 3 runs across with just the 1 out. Wow. So runners at first and second. Jackson on second. Ralston with the RBI single. Marina Valenzuela, third baseman, to the plate. She hit a single and got stranded her first plate appearance. This is her second time up. So 3-0 is your score here. And Hobbs just 1 out, still swinging. Valenzuela can certainly connect, and that's a call strike on the inside corner. A lot of pop in the glove. Katrina Ortega a little frustrated, I'm sure, in the circle there for Carlsbad. 0-1 count, 1 out, runners at first and second. Hobbs with 3 across in this at bat. They'd like to keep it moving. Foul back to the screen for strike 2. Jimenez on deck, Zambrano in the hole. Swing and a miss as protecting the plate and chasing a high one. Valenzuela goes down swinging for out number 2. Now 2 outs. Mariah Jimenez to the plate. Had a bunt reached on the fielder's choice her first time up. A swing and a grounder headed to shortstop, and the force out. 6-5 in the books for out number 3. 6-5 for the 3rd out. And that does it, but not before Hobbs is able to put 3 across. So 3 runs. They do that on 1, 2, 3 hits. There were no errors. And 2 left on base. Because Jimenez, technically she reached on the fielder's choice, but gets left on. So 3-0, but we go to the bottom of the third inning, and Carlsbad coming up to the bat. We'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on the way.
Oh, yes! Strike! Good times, baby! Definitely good, healthy fun with family and friends. Make it happen. Find them on Facebook or Google Bel Air Bowl. They are located behind the Bel Air Shopping Center, where we roll at Bel Air Bowl.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. As bottom of the third inning, and it's 9-1-2 due for Carlsbad. That's a sharply hit ball down the first base line. It's fair, and it's a single. So Palma with a leadoff single. A leadoff single. Palma on first, and to the top of the lineup we go as Madrid, then Martinez, and then Chester. No outs, a runner on first. Hobbs leading this one 3-0. There's a ground ball to Abby Zambrano. She picks it up and makes the play at first for the out. Then Garcia fires over to second base where Fuentes is covering and tries to get Palma off base, but does not. So she's safe at second, but Madrid is thrown out 6-3 for the first out, and brings up Martinez to the plate. Hits the first pitch she sees and throws. Runners are safe, as that took a while, and Valenzuela made the throw, but Martinez beat it out. So runners at the corners now for Carlsbad, one out here in the bottom of the third. Swing and a foul off, out of play. As Chester with an 0-1 count now, one out. Runners at first and third at the corners for Carlsbad. Hobbs needs some good fielding here. High pop, headed out to right field and catching it in foul territory. And then the good throw. A good throw from right field into home, but not in time, as one run will cross the plate. That is Palma. And Carlsbad is in business, but two outs now with the pop out to position 9 for out number 2, and Serenity Medrano to the plate now. And the first pitch is going to be a strike. So two outs, one run across. Swing and a foul out of play for strike 2. That was a change of speed pitch, not really a change up, but an off-speed pitch for Jackson. And a pretty good one there on the outside corner. She's got to bring the heat. Oh, no, she does not. That one also kind of a bit of an off-speed pitch, a little higher, and fouled off, out of play again. Count remains 0-2. Two outs, a runner at second. Hobbs needs to work on getting this out without giving up a run. They still have a 2-run lead, 3-1 here in the bottom of the third, but they need to protect that lead and try to get this out. Swing and a foul back to the screen as Medrano staying tough at the bat. Tough at the plate. Count remains 0-2, and that's harder to do than you might think. To stand up there 0-2. It's hard to pitch as well because you're so anxious. And that is going to just miss as Hobbs faithful groaning, thinking that it was a strike. From up here in this angle, you could see that it's a little outside. But Jackson with some balls to give. Brings the heat. That one looked like it hit the inside corner, but maybe a little high. So 2-2 the count. Two and two. Swing and a foul again out of play. That's it's probably about probably about 9 pitches to this batter now, I think. 2-2 is your count, but she's fouled off, I think, at least 4. There's a little weak hit back to the circle. Jackson picks it up and tosses to Garcia. 1-3 in the books for out number 3. But not before Carlsbad's able to get 1 run across. They do that on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 3-1 your score. Hobbs coming back up to the bat, and we'll come back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on the way.
Here's some good news. Master Plumbers is thanking their customers. Right now, you can have your drain cleared for $39. $39, and you pick the drain. You better hurry. This drain clearing promotion won't last long. Plus, free camera inspection. Drain clog? No problem. Call the Master. 397-9385. Reminder, Master Plumbers will meet or beat any competitor's plumbing price.
Master Plumbers, call the Master.
Attention mechanics, NMR Pipeline is hiring now. If you know your way around heavy equipment and you have your own tools, NMR Pipeline wants to talk to you. NMR is offering top pay based on experience and solid benefits, medical, dental, and vision. NMR Pipeline isn't looking for trainees. They're hiring real mechanics ready to turn wrenches and get the job done right. Apply now at 300 South Main in Eunice. NMR Pipeline, built on skills driven by hard work. NMR Pipeline is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back to Lady Eagle softball from Cavern City. I was born in Hobbs but moved to Loving when I was 4 years old and lived in Loving till I was 9. And I tell you what, Loving was just Loving is a metropolis these days compared to what it was when I was growing up there. And we spent a lot of time here in Carlsbad, as you might imagine, but a lot of that time, there is a foul headed over to first base, and yes, Nieto handles that as Abby Zambrano pops out to position 3 for out number 1. We spent a lot of time. My dad coached Little League, and I shagged balls and learned how to throw and play baseball before I learned softball. And then my mother played on a softball team here in Carlsbad, and my dad coached. He played men's fast pitch softball. There's a ground ball to Reyes at second, picked up and thrown over to first. So Saul Rangel out 4-3 in the books for out number 2. And as a kid, you might imagine, I spent an awful lot of time at baseball and softball fields and watched an awful lot of great baseball and softball over the years. They had men's and women's teams and leagues here that were incredible. There was a women's team called the Jets that won the state championship almost every year, and they were just amazing. I don't think the Loving volunteer fire department softball team, my mom's team, ever beat the Jets in all of the years they played them. That's going to hit the outside corner. 1-1 count now on Mariah Zambrano. 2 outs, nobody on. Hobbs leading 3-1, but they need some insurance runs. They've got to have insurance runs if they can. High, a wild pitch, nobody on, so no problem. And my point on all that is just it's a very strong and long tradition of excellent softball and baseball here in Carlsbad. Swing and a foul back out of play. 2-2 the count. the fields that my parents played on here in Carlsbad when I was growing up don't even exist anymore. They were on this street or on on the same avenue, but they took those. Oh, a smoking ball. Oh, a highlight reel catch. Wow. As Madrid catches that diving catch just at the end of her glove and hangs on to it. A highlight reel catch as Zambrano was robbed. A line drive shot out to left field caught by Madrid. So a line out to left field for, wow. Did she? Yep. Wow. Out number 2. Jackie Fuentes now to the plate. Yeah, there's a runner on second. Wow, it looked like she caught that. Looked like she did, but Zambrano is out there on second. And Fuentes at the plate. Three to 1 your score. Hobbs leading, but they would like to add to that here. A 2-0 count now on Fuentes. And a foul ball for strike 1. And that is going to float in, but low for ball 3. So 3-1 the count now. 2 outs, a runner on second. Fuentes at the plate. If she can find her way on, Garcia's on deck, Jackson in the hole. A swing and a foul back to the screen to run the count full now. So 3-2. Fuentes walked and scored her last time up, hit a single and got stranded. No, she got put out. That's right. She had a single, but then she got put out at second. And that misses low and inside. So Fuentes works the walk. Now runners at first and second. Number 9, Allison Garcia. Allie playing first base for Hobbs, a senior. And she hit a Grand Slam home run against Clovis last night to help win the first game. And that is a wild pitch. High. Ortega can't chase it down. Hits the backstop. Pops out, but the runners do advance. So Zambrano goes to third. Fuentes to second. Hobbs swept Clovis last night in a district doubleheader at home. There's a line drive shot out to left field. It's going to drop in, and it's going to score 1, but a good, strong throw to home is going to keep it to just 1 run for Hobbs. But Garcia, it's an RBI single, and she moved to second on the throw. So Zambrano scores from third. Fuentes moves to third. Garcia with the RBI single. She moves to second on the throw. And Jackson at the plate. Still 2 outs. And Hobbs now with a 4-1 lead. Wants to keep the line going. And there's a grounder to shortstop. And it's fumbled. So it's fumbled, and Jackson will reach on the E6. And the run scores. It's not an RBI because it's an error, but the run scores. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to check that because I actually am not sure if she gets the RBI with the error. Okay. And that moves the runner to third. So runners at the corners now. Addison Ralston had an RBI single and got stranded her last time up. And a lot of pop in the glove as Katrina Ortega probably very frustrated, and man, put some sizzle in that one. 0-1 count. swing and fouls that one off out of play for strike number 2. So 2 runs across for Hobbs, and this at bat makes it 5-1 here in the second of a doubleheader. Top of the 4th inning here. Still a lot of softball left to play. These two teams doing battle for the district regular season. A call strike on the inside corner, and that's the 3rd out. So Hobbs puts 2 runs across. They do that on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 2 left on base. So we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Hobbs leading 5-1. Cave Girls coming up to the bat, and we'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on the way.
The Coffee House offers a revitalizing menu of coffee, tea, and specialty drinks, just the way you like it. Enjoy your favorite drink with a whole latte love at the Coffee House. The Coffee House, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. Coffee House is locally owned and operated and is dedicated to fostering a sense of community in Lee County and in the surrounding areas. The Coffee House, 1103 North Grimes.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jal, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
And welcome back to Hobbs Late Eagle softball. As I was actually checking my wallet, my pouch, because there was a debit credit card turned in up here at the announcer's booth. Whoa, there's a ringing. Gonna be, and it's booted. It goes out. It's a line drive shot out to center field. It gets booted, and making it all the way to third is the leadoff batter, Katrina Ortega, the pitcher, and she hit a line drive shot out to center field, and Jimenez uncharacteristically booted that one. So an E8 helped put Ortega, and Ortega didn't even think about slowing down at second base. She rounded and went to third. Swing and a miss by Reyes at the plate. So no outs, a runner on third, 0-1 count. That misses outside for ball 1. As both these pitchers, Ortega for Carlsbad, Jackson pitching their second game, pitching back-to-back, both getting deeper into this game now. There's a high fly ball headed out to Jimenez in center, and she catches it and then makes the throw in. It will score 1. That is a sac fly RBI for Mari Reyes. 1 out. Now 5-2 your score. And Addie Smith did not play in the first game, but she is DPing in this one. And the first pitch is in. It's going to be a strike. So 0-1 count, 1 out, 1 on. Nope, nobody on. That's right. She came in. And, that's going to be a line drive out to Garcia. Wow. 3 unassisted for out number 2. And 5-2 your score. 2 outs. Alexis Nieto, your first baseman, to the plate. And first pitch is going to be a call strike. 0-1 count. Palma on deck. And then back up to the top of the order if they get that far. Hobbs would like for it not to get that far. Call strike on the inside corner for strike number 2. Yep, he's been calling that pitch pretty consistently for both pitchers against both teams. A swing and a miss. Chases an outside one and strikeout, out number 3. And Hobbs gets out of trouble, but not before Carlsbad puts a run across. 1 run on no hits, no error. 1 error. And nobody left on. So your score 5-2. Hobbs leading. Top of the 5th inning coming up, and we'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagles softball on the way.
Listen up. You asked for it, you got it. Introducing all-in pricing from TDS. Get ultra-powerful 1 gig internet for just $49.99 a month for 2 years. No gimmicks, no gotchas. Plus, no contract, free installation, and a powerful Wi-Fi router included. All in? Oh yeah. Visit hellotds.com today. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
When you want the job done right, trust the professionals at DNC Electric for all your electrician's needs. DNC Electric does oil well installations, battery installations, power lines, automation electric motor repairs, transformer repair, and so much more. When you want a reliable, dependable electrician for all your commercial and industrial services, call DNC Electric 492-0044, 575-492-0044. DNC Electric, 1444 West Broadway.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. Top of the 5th inning, Lady Eagles coming up to the plate. It's 7, 8, and 9 due up in the lineup for Hobbs. Bottom of the lineup, Valenzuela, Jimenez, Zambrano. That is Abby Zambrano. Hobbs in the lead, 5-2. But man, it's never enough when you're playing Carlsbad. They need some insurance runs if they can get them. And that's going to be a call strike over the plate at the knees. So Valenzuela trying to get something started for Hobbs here. They've got a 3-run lead, but they need more. And that's going to be fouled out of play. Count remains 1-2. Oh, check swing. Did she go? She did. Strike 3, a check swing that she didn't check enough. And she strikes out back-to-back times. She had a single and got stranded her first time up, and back-to-back strikeouts. Is 1 out. That is the 3rd strikeout for Katrina Ortega in this game. And that's going to be a strike on Mariah Jimenez. She's reached on fielder's choices her first 2 times at the plate. 1 out, nobody on. Hobbs leading 5-2, but they want to get more runs if they can. That floats up just a little high and outside, ball 1. So 1-1 count. Can't tell you how many root beers I've had at Becky's Drive-In as a kid as well. And I think it's still open. That drive-in wasn't very far away from those fields that I talked about that I think have been replaced. I think it's a school, either a school or an apartment building that's that was built in the place where all those softball fields were located on, what is it, Canal Street, I think? Is it Canal? Not sure. Two and 2 count. Swing and a foul back out of play. Count remains 2-2. I do remember what a treat that was as a kid, watching those Frosty mugs come out. Frosty mugs, ice cold root beer in them with foam on the top. And 3-2 now. Full count. Trips back here to Carlsbad for any reason, full of nostalgia. Town has changed a lot. The river, around the river area. Oh, there's a little line drive shot right to Medrano at short for out 2. I learned to swim. Took swimming lessons in the muddy water there of the Pecos down at the beach. Swing and a high fly ball headed out to center field, but Palma comes up under it, makes the grab, and ends the threat. So Hobbs with getting good contact on a couple of balls, but they go down 1, 2, 3, a line out, and then a fly out to center field for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 5-2 your score, Hobbs leading. Carlsbad coming to the plate, and we'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball coming up.
Attention mechanics, NMR Pipeline is hiring now. If you know your way around heavy equipment and you have your own tools, NMR Pipeline wants to talk to you. NMR is offering top pay based on experience and solid benefits, medical, dental, and vision. NMR Pipeline isn't looking for trainees. They're hiring real mechanics ready to turn wrenches and get the job done right. Apply now at 300 South Main in Eunice. NMR Pipeline, built on skills, driven by hard work. NMR Pipeline is an equal opportunity employer. SunGuard Precision is all about your truck and your home and making both look and feel amazing. SunGuard uses Lumar Window Tint, the top name in the game. For your truck, that means a cooler cap, UV protection, and a sleek custom look that turns heads. For your home, it's all about comfort blocking heat, reducing glare, and adding privacy without losing your view. SunGuard Precision brings style, protection, and performance on the road and at home. Call or look up SunGuard Precision in names and numbers. SunGuard Precision, your tinting pros.
Back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball here in bottom of the 5th inning, and it's 9-1-2 due up for Carlsbad. Palma, Madrid, Martinez. First pitch in to Palma is a ball. 1-0 is your count. Swing and a foul to the screen for strike number 1. 1-1 count. I have an uncle who lived with us while he was in high school. He was a student. He moved here from another city, one of my mother's brothers, and he went to Carlsbad High School. There's a high fly ball headed out to center field, and Jimenez comes up under that, makes the grab. A good catch for out number 1. My Uncle Warren was a student at Carlsbad High School all 4 years, and he was a wrestler for the Carlsbad wrestling team at the time. Don't even know if they have a wrestling team anymore. 0-1 count now in Madrid, top of the order, and he was able to go to Western University in Silver City on a scholarship, wrestling scholarship. Swing and a foul back out of play for strike number 2. Back then, elementary in Loving only went up through the 6th grade, and then you had to come into Carlsbad to go to junior high school and high school here. 1-2 the count. So I know I'm dating myself by revealing that, but back in the day, Loving did not have schools that went all the way through high school. There's a line drive shot. It's going to go out to center field. Jimenez picks it up, makes the throw in, but a hot grounder right up the middle on the second base side gives Madrid a single. She's on, and 1 out, 1 on. Martinez, the right fielder, to the plate. Martinez at bat. Hits at the first pitch she sees, fouls it off out of play for strike 1. Chester on deck, Medrano in the hole, rather. 0-1 count, 1 out. Swing and another foul out of play off to the right for strike 2. As both teams making contact against each other's pitchers. These pitchers pitching back-to-back games, which you can do in softball. And swing and a miss. Chases an outside one, protecting the plate, I'm sure, and a nice pitch, a breaking ball on the outside corner by Jackson for another strikeout. That's 4 strikeouts for her. Out number 2, and that brings up Chester to the plate. Hits the first pitch she sees, and it's scooped up by Fuentes, who touches second base for the force out, and that's out number 3. 6 unassisted for the third out. 3 up, 3 down, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base as Chester reaches on a fielder's choice. So, score remains 5-2, Hobbs leading. They're coming up to the bats again. Go to the top of the 6th inning. More Hobbs, Lady Eagle softball on the way.
Did you know that Lee County State Bank drive-up lanes are open late? Interactive tellers give you convenient, extended drive-through hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Lee County State Bank ITMs feature a screen which connects you to a live teller inside the bank to assist you with your banking transactions. No need to rush to the bank with Lee County State Bank's extended ITM drive-through lanes conveniently located near you in Lovington, Hobbs, and Eunice. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. Top of the 6th inning, it's 4, 5, and 6, heart of the order, or rather, excuse me, it is 1, 2, 3. Top of the order for Hobbs, Rangel, Zambrano, Fuentes in the top of the 6th inning. 5-2 your score, Hobbs leading by 3, but they need insurance runs. First pitch, foul back to the screen for strike 1. Swing and way out in front of that, Rangel pulls that foul over to the Hobbs dugout for strike 2. An off-speed pitch, Katrina Ortega taking a little something off that. These pitchers both doing a very nice job in the circle in the first game and in this second one. As a pitcher, your wrist, your fingers start getting a little tired. That's going to hit the inside corner for a call, strike 3. And boy, that the ump has been calling that, so batters beware. So 1 out. Zambrano to the plate. And that's going to be on the outside corner, a call, strike 1. You can keep pitching until the skin just starts coming off of your fingertips if you can when you're pitching. And that is going to be a 1-1 count. She flinched but did not break the plane. And even then, when it starts coming off, you can get the super glue. Back when I was pitching, we didn't have the skin glue that they have now. My dad just used super glue and would super glue my fingers if the skin split and they started bleeding a little bit. Now you can put the skin glue on and keep going. There's a swing and a miss. It sounded like she might have caught a piece of that. 1-2 the count, or 2-2 the count rather. And that hits the inside corner. Oh, yeah, he's been calling it. You got to swing at it because it's going to get called. Strikeout number 2. Number 2 in this at bat. I think that's number 4 overall. 1, 2, no, number 5. That's 5 strikeouts for Katrina Ortega in this game. That brings up Jackie Fuentes, a slow roller back to the circle. Ortega picks it up 1-3 in the books for third out. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We're going to go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Hobbs leading 5-2. We'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball coming up.
Oh, yes! Strike! Good. Happen. Find them on Facebook or Google Bel Air Bowl. They're located behind the Bel Air Shopping Center. Where we roll at Bel Air Bowl.
And coming back for Hobbs Lady Eagles softball, bottom of the sixth inning. Of note, Carlsbad has held Hobbs scoreless in their last 2 at-bats. In the top of the fifth and top of the sixth, it was 3 up, 3 down for Hobbs. And boy, just hope that the 3-run lead that they've got right now is going to be enough. They'll have a chance to add to it in the top of the seventh, but they need to hold Carlsbad in this one. It's going to be 4, 5, 6 heart of the order for Carlsbad coming up. Medrano, Ortega, Reyes. And Hobbs going to have to work hard and hold Carlsbad scoreless. Carlsbad scored 1 run in the bottom of the third and 1 in the bottom of the fourth. Hobbs held him scoreless in the bottom of the fifth. That hits the outside corner. Nice pitch for call. Strike. 1-1 count now on the leadoff batter. And a swing and a hit right off the end of the bat. Was a nice pitch across the outside corner. Medrano fouls it off out of play for strike 2. 1-2 count. No outs. And that misses just outside for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Hobbs faithful groaning a little on that. It was close. It was. And a swing and another foul. Right, it stayed in play, but barely, and not enough time for anybody to get that, not without hurting themselves for sure. But good hustle by Hobbs. Garcia is always moving. She gets a good jump on balls when she's playing out in the field, and so does Zambrano for that matter. High fly, out of play, off to the right, but getting stronger and closer to being straightened out. A good time to try to slide a pitch by her if she can. 2-2 count on Medrano. Getting this batter would be a big step for Hobbs. Swing and just enough contact to stay alive at the bat. She spoils that one off, out of play, off to the right. Count remains 2-2 on the cleanup hitter, Serenity Medrano, playing shortstop for Carlsbad. She grounded out to the pitcher her last time up, walked and got stranded her first time up. That one again fouled off. She's hanging tough at the plate, and Jackson hanging tough in the circle against her. And that misses just outside to run the count full. A good eye. Medrano gave it a look, but didn't offer. Full count and a foul ball again out of play. That was a medium speed pitch by Jackson. Took a little off of it. Again on the outside corner. She's trying to keep it away from Medrano, not giving her enough to work with. But it's a tough battle. Swing and a grounder over to first. Garcia picks it up and touches first base. 3 unassisted in the books for out number 1. And that brings up number 2, Katrina Ortega, to the plate. Ortega laced into one her last time up, and there was a well-struck ball, but an error out in center field put her on base, and she ended up scoring. She popped out to the shortstop her first time up, and the first pitch is in. It's a ball. So 1 out, nobody on. There's a strike. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss as Jackson went outside for that one. 1-2 count now. That misses high and outside. Jackson with a ball or two to give. Floated one up, see if she could get her to chase. Ortega leaves it alone. 2-2 count. And a swing and a miss. Strike out, and a big one, out number 2. Strikeout number 5 for Jackson. 2 outs. 2 outs. And number 3, Mari Reyes, playing second base up to the plate. Carlsbad wants to get a 2-out rally started. Call, strike 1. Nice fastball pretty much over the center of the plate. Just right above the knees. 2 outs, 0-1 count. And fouled off, out of play off to the right for strike number 2. Reyes had a sac fly RBI her last time up at bat and struck out her first time. This is her 3rd plate appearance. And that floats outside just a little too far. 1-2 is the count. And there's a foul out of play, another one. Hello. Doing well? How are you, sir? Alexis Sanchez. It might be. We have. Hold on, we have Angelica Sanchez on the team, so could be. So 1-2 still the count, and that is going to run inside for ball 2. It just missed that inside corner and a little low. So 2-2 the count. And a swing, and there's a hit into shallow right field. Chased down, though. Good work by Mariah Zambrano out there to stop that and throw it in. Holding Reyes to a single. 2 outs, a runner on first, and Addie Smith, the designated player, to the plate. Hobbs really needs to get this out if they can. Shows bunt. Pops that one up and pops it foul for strike number 1. And I don't know what happened. I don't know what she hit. Oh, got it in the head? Wow. So she hit the ball hit the bat, though, and it popped back and hit her in the head? So she's going to, I think, go off the field or go back to the dugout. Took the helmet off, feeling not good. So there'll be a substitute batter who comes in, and the count will resume exactly where it left off. And that was a foul. I think it hit never hit the bat. It hit the head. I see. Interesting. But she turned around and put herself in the path of the ball by trying to bunt. So that's interesting. because it seems to me that you wouldn't get to take the base if you're turning into the ball and you put your bat and yourself in the path of the ball, because you're supposed to make a reasonable effort to get out of the way of a ball if it's headed for you in the box. But having said that, a hit by pitch is how it goes in the books with a substitute runner. So batters at first and second, and a high fly ball out of play off to the right for Nieto. So a substitute runner, and I didn't catch the number of that I think it may be Nieto. I think it's maybe Deja Nieto. Could be. I think it might have been, but we'll see. And a swing and a foul out of play off to the right as well. So strike number 2. Okay, Deja Nieto is the substitute runner. Okay, I thought that was it, but I didn't know for sure. So runners at first and second, 2 outs, an 0-2 count, and a swing, and that one fouled down the right field line as well. So Nieto hanging tough. She struck out her last time at bat, grounded out her first time. And Jackson in the circle for Hobbs would very much like to get this third out, get this batter out without giving up any runs. And that is just going to miss the outside corner for a ball, and it gets past. That's a pass ball, not a wild pitch, because Ralston got a glove on it. So runners advance to second and third. A 1-2 count now on Alexis Nieto. And strike. The ball dropped, but Ralston throws down. And yes, that's a huge out. A strikeout for out number 3. Carlsbad threatens, but they don't put a run across. No runs on one hit. On one hit, that is. And no errors, and 2 left on base. So no runs on one hit, no errors, 2 left on base. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Hobbs is leading 5-2. They'd like to put some insurance runs across. We'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagles softball coming up.
For all your grocery specials, shop Thriftway and La Tienda in Hobbs. The best deals in fresh produce, fresh meat, and vegetables, frozen and dairy, health and beauty, and so much more. With the friendliest and most knowledgeable staff, Thriftway and La Tienda. For all your grocery specials, come on down to La Tienda, 400 East Marland, and Thriftway, 1317 North Turner in Hobbs. Best of luck, Eagles, from all of your friends at Thriftway and La Tienda grocery stores.
Forest Tire is celebrating 80 years in business. There's always another task to tackle, but making your to-do list disappear generates a ton of wear and tear on your tires. Do more for more miles with the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire. Whether it's hauling your boat up to the lake or driving through the job site, Michelin designed a tire that's tough enough for anything. Stop in today for the Michelin Defender LTX MS tire and get back to task mastering. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball on Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5 Facebook. We're here at top of the 7th inning. It's 4, 5, and 6 due up. Heart of the order for Hobbs, Garcia, Jackson, Ralston, and the first pitch is in, a call strike on Garcia. Hobbs leading 5-2, but you want as many insurance runs as you can get. They'd like to build on that lead. That is going to miss low for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Garcia hit an RBI single, got stranded her last time up. RBI single and scored second time up. Reached on a fielder's choice. High fly ball going out to shortstop. And Medrano reaches up and grabs that. So a pop out to position 6 in the books for out number 1. Sanaya Jackson coming to the plate. She has reached on errors and gotten thrown out or stranded in her plate appearances in this game. Swing and a foul back to the screen for strike 1. shout out to Athletic Director Greg Hasten here, formerly of Hobbs. He was an athletic director for us when he was in Hobbs, now living in Carlsbad for several years and still helping look after us, extending courtesies. And a hit back to the circle. Ortega picks it up and tosses it over to first. 1-3 in the books for out number 2. And you find courteous schools and cooperation most places you go, so it's not unusual, but always appreciated. Swing and a miss. Sounds like she got a piece of it, maybe. Strike nonetheless. 2 outs. 0-1 counts. If she can find her way on Valenzuela on deck, Jimenez in the hole. And that misses outside for ball 1. 1-1 count on Ralston. 2 strikeouts and an RBI single and got stranded. This is her 4th plate appearance. Swing and a foul pop headed over. Oh, and caught by Nieto just in front of the Carlsbad dugout. So a foul pop to position 3 for out number 3. And just like that, Hobbs 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Hobbs leading 5-2. Carlsbad has to come up with 3 to tie it, 4 to win it. And we'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball coming up.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. Going to the bottom of the 7th inning, it's do or die time for Carlsbad. Hobbs leading this second of a doubleheader 5-2. Hobbs lost the first 6-1 to Carlsbad. Both teams coming into this game with identical 9-2 district records. So this at stake here is the winner. At stake is the district title, regular season district title. And there will be a presentation of that district trophies after the game. Bottom of the 7th, pretty simple. Hobbs has to hold them to 2 runs for the win, 3 to tie it and go into extra innings, and 4 for Carlsbad to win it. And that misses outside as well. So 9-1-2 due up. Swing and a high fly ball. Who's going to call for it? Who's going to call it off? And Zambrano Abbey goes out to shallow center field to make the grab for out number 1. So a pop fly to position 4 in the books for out number 1. Now we go to the top of the order. And it is Allison Madrid, your left fielder, to the plate. Ooh, beautiful pitch. Right across the outside corner. Not the fastest, but it still had good speed on it. Jackson with an 0-1 count on Madrid. That's going to be a call strike on the outside corner. 0-2. Again, just a medium speed pitch, painting the corner. The ump has been calling him pretty consistently. That misses. Ralston did a nice job trying to frame that up for the ump. She moved her glove a little bit. Ump did buy it. Outside for ball 1. And swing and fouled out of play off to the right. Count remains 1-2. Madrid protecting the plate. 2 strikes on her. Anything on that outside corner, got to either hit it or spoil it off. That misses just a little outside as well. So 2-2 the count. Don't want to lose this batter. 1 out. Got good momentum. Carlsbad, if you crack the door open, they're a team that will blow it wide open if you let them. Swing and a grounder to Zambrano. Picks it up, fires over to Garcia. 4-3 in the books for out number 2. And now Carlsbad down to their final out. But I don't even want to say that too loudly. I don't want to tempt fate, because 2 out rallies happen. And there's a foul down the right field line for strike 1. Amaris Martinez, right fielder, to the plate. A foul pop out, an infield single, got stranded, and a strikeout for her first 3 plate appearances. And there's another grounder to Zambrano. She makes the grab and throws over to Garcia in time. And out number 3, 4-3 in the books, and Hobbs is your District 4-5A champion, winning this one 5-2. Wow. It's rare, and you got to savor it when it happens, because beating Carlsbad is always a chore, and they had to do it this game. This was for all the marbles, and Carlsbad did not make it easy at all. 5-2, your final score in this one. So Hobbs will be your District 4-5A champion. Probably will protect. Right now they are ranked number 12 in 5A in the state, but Carlsbad is ranked 16th. They're right on the bubble, and they will take the NMAA will meet and do the seedings and figure out the first round of the playoffs on Sunday, and Carlsbad is on the bubble for that. A lot of things will come into play. So we'll have to wait and see who is seated where. It is possible Hobbs could drop in the rankings, but probably not enough to drop them out of the playoffs. So more than, and as the district champion, Hobbs will make the playoffs. It is the first, I think this may be the first, I don't know for sure. I think this may be the first district championship for head coach Anthony Boyle since he's been the head coach of the program, but it's congratulations, but also, wow, Carlsbad always makes you work for it. And this one, 5-2 final score. District 4-5A champions, and the presentation of the trophy. Carlsbad will be district runners-up and will await the seeding for the playoffs, first round of the playoffs, and see if they will move on. Hobbs Lady Eagles will also await and see where they're going. They're going to do super regionals, so the top 4 seeds are going to host regional the first round of the playoffs, and Hobbs is not in the top 4, so they are going to be traveling somewhere to play in the first round of the playoffs. We'll have to wait and see on Sunday. I'll have that information for you on Monday on the sports on the morning show, and I'll be back in just a moment to go ahead and wrap this one up. More Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. Congratulations to the Lady Eagles, the coaching staff, head coach Boyle, and the fans who have stuck with this team since the beginning. And nice job tonight. Hobbs losing the first one, but coming back strong in the second one. 5-2 final score. More Lady Eagles softball coming up just quickly.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with opportunity. NMJC, success through learning. NMJC.
At nmjc.edu.
For all your grocery specials, shop Thriftway and La Tienda in Hobbs. The best deals in fresh produce, fresh meat and vegetables, frozen and dairy, health and beauty, and so much more. With the friendliest and most knowledgeable staff, Thriftway in La Tienda. For all your grocery specials, come on down to La Tienda, 400 East Marland, and Thriftway, 1317 North Turner and Hobbs. Best of luck, Eagles, from all of your friends at Thriftway and La Tienda grocery stores. For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. Let's do a wrap on this. 5-2, the final score. Hobbs splits the doubleheader with Carlsbad. They win the first one 6-1. Hobbs wins the second one 5-2, and they end their season, Hobbs' regular season, at 18-8 overall, 10-2 in district. They win the district championship. Carlsbad finishes at 14-12, 9-3 in district. For Hobbs, they got 5 runs on 7 hits, committed 1 error, left 7 on base. For Carlsbad, 2 runs on 6 hits, they committed 2 errors, left 6 on base. Your winning pitcher, Jackson, who, by the way, just like the Katrina Ortega, pitched back-to-back games. Jackson had 7 strikeouts in this one, 1 walk, and 1 hit batter. The losing pitcher in this one, Katrina Ortega, had 5 strikeouts and 1 hit by pitch. And she gave up, I believe, 1 walk as well. So Hobbs, 5-2 in this one. Again, that's going to wrap things up and say thank you very much. We will await the seedings and all of the information about the playoffs next week, and all those decisions coming from the NMAA on Sunday, and we'll share those with you on Monday. In the meantime, there's plenty more baseball and softball action happening tomorrow night. In fact, I'm going to be in Lovington with a district doubleheader, the Lovington ladies at home, and we'll have those for you starting at 4 p.m. There will be more baseball tomorrow night, Friday, and Saturday. I think they've moved, almost all the games have been moved off of Friday because of the expected bad weather. But Lovington baseball will be playing in Portales 2 games on Saturday as well. So if you want to catch and find out who's playing when and where, go look on the front page at hobbsamerica.com, and there should be game day posts going up tomorrow as well to tell you about the action tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. So looking forward to all of that. Good luck to all of our teams. Safe travels to everyone going back to hometowns. And thank you very much again to the hospitality. Thanks to Carlsbad Schools. I'm Dawn Morgan saying so long. Thanks to Evie and Tiff Stuber for monitoring and communicating. And we say and wish you a good night. Again, 5-2 final score in this one, clinching the District 4-5A championship for the Hobbs Lady Eagles. Good evening.